My man, Baker Mayfield, did it again at Seattle against a very good defense in a very tough place to play. My man, Baker Mayfield, clutched up again late against the Seahawks and beat them 38-35 with overflowing clutchness. Baker Mayfield is proving once again, I keep saying it again and again and again, he is now, right now, the clutchest quarterback in all of football. In all of football, Baker freaking Mayfield. From nowhere to everywhere. Baker Mayfield's team has now won 4 games out of 5, and in all 4 of them, he clutched up late in the opener against their arch division rival at Atlanta. Late, supreme clutch. At Houston on Monday Night Football. Late, supreme clutch against a top 5 defense. Even against Philly at home. I missed the Jets game. I give you that. Jets, they're just the Jets. They're now 0-5. But he did it late against the Jets. In a game the Bucs almost blew until Baker saved their bacon. Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake. Then came Philly at home last week. They're down 24-3 thanks to block punt and disaster after disaster. Their defense is horrible. They can't stop the run. They can't rush the passer. And here came Baker and brought them all the way back and gave them a late chance to win. And his late pass was tipped by Blankenship, who I think was spying him. It was slightly off target into the end zone, intended for Godwin, intercepted. And then in the final drive against Philadelphia, he had a late escape for a first down, a run for first down. He had one against Houston that just boggled my mind. Baker's sneaky athletic, can wiggle free and gash you with his legs. The Philly game ended up 31-25. Then here came today. I know he likes Sam Darnold, but trust me, Baker's got this in common with Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He just has to have a chip on his shoulder against everybody. If it's not there, he'll make it up. He'll fake it up. He'll create it. He'll trick it up. He'll create some kind of clash with somebody. I'm going to get him today. You don't think he wanted to prove once again he was just better than Sam Darnold? I said before the draft, the Baker draft, Baker Mayfield should go number 1. Everybody said Sam Darnold was way better than Baker Mayfield, and everybody was wrong. And I told you, it's Baker. It's just the piss and vinegar in him. It's what his GM, Jason Light, when they signed him to his current contract, they did the media session, and Jason sat right beside him and said of Baker that on a 1 to 10 prick scale, Baker's a 10 because he is. I get it. But you want that prick on your team because he's going to fight and scratch and claw. He's actually a talented overachiever. Cleveland took him. Cleveland should have maximized him. He stepped in for a team that went 0-16 the year before and won 7 games as a rookie. That's Baker Mayfield. And then Stefanski wound up taking over. Stefanski's, he's a loser, man. He's a loser. He kind of looks the part. He looks distinguished with his beard. He has no idea. Now he's doing it to Shador. He's doing the Baker treatment to Shador. Baker bounced to Carolina. Both he and Sam were in Carolina together, bonded. Then he goes to L.A., and what did he do? He drops in out of the sky, has 2 days to practice for a Thursday night game against the Raiders. And he clutches up and hits a last-second walk-off TD pass. That's Baker Mayfield. That's what he's made of. nobody competes harder than Baker Mayfield does. And you don't think he's got an arm? Got a whip of an arm. Was he ever slinging it today at Seattle? I've never seen him throw it better, especially against a good defense. Today at Seattle, Baker Mayfield goes 29 of 33 for 379, almost 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, no lost fumbles. He's throwing to his rookie receiver, Ibuka, out of Ohio State, who's born and raised in that Seattle area, so he had plenty of friends and family there today. And did he ever show off? 7 catches for 163 yards. Baker's offense was 7 of 11 on third down at Seattle against a very good defense, and he managed to get sacked only 1 time. And that last drive for the touchdown to tie, because Sam Darnold's just pitch and catch against the defense, and they get no pressure on him. That last drive to tie, he goes 25 to Ibuka, 25 to Kate Otten, 9 more to Ibuka, and then he escapes and pivots and wheels left, going against his body, sort of a wrong foot kind of a throw. And he finds Sterling Shepard, University of Oklahoma, way to go, for 11 yards and a touchdown. And Todd Bowles put up 2 fingers to go for 2. And then I don't know who talked him out of it, but I would have gone for the throat with Baker. He's just on fire. He's going to make that play. But he doesn't have Mike Evans down in the red zone. He's out, obviously. Doesn't have McMillan. Godwin's kind of just now getting back, getting his legs underneath him. So it's kind of a rookie receiver or bust for them. Kate Otten. My God. What a rally by Baker Mayfield. I would have gone for 2, but they second-guessed, kicked the point, and then Sam Darnold, right on schedule, turned back into Same Darnold, as I call him. I don't hate him. I'm sure he's a really nice guy. But if you were watching on Thursday on Arena Gridiron, that you can find on the Arena YouTube channel, it's our exploding new show that's just dominating ratings and views. I said in my prediction that Baker would win a close game. I had a little lower scoring. But that Sam Darnold would do one Sam Darnold thing at the end of the game that would lose the game, and he did. They blitzed. They sent 2 extras. One of the blitzers got free right in Sam's face, and he fired it sort of off balance, low, off a Buck's helmet, right into a Buck's hands. Levante David, interception. They ran it a couple times, then they got Rashad White, who's really underrated. Oh, they didn't even have Bucky Irving today. He's their fire starter, their catalyst, their explosive back. But Rashad White is so shifty, patient. He's sort of like Javonte Williams for my Dallas Cowboys. Rashad White got loose for, 11, and all of a sudden they're in real field goal range. And McLaughlin took it home from 39, 38 to 35. 38 to 35, Baker Mayfield. At Atlanta, at Houston, Jets, at Seattle. Last second clutch all 4 times. We've argued and argued about it on Arena Gridiron. Check it out tomorrow because I can't wait to see my guy Aqib Talib. He's a Baker hater. I don't think he hates him personally. He just doesn't believe in him. It's clear on the show. And when I present the case that Baker's the clutchest in football, he goes crazy. Cody Kessler goes crazy. Everybody goes crazy. Gerald McCoy is on my side because obviously he was a Buck. I've loved Baker since Oklahoma days, and I don't love all Oklahoma quarterbacks. Just for the record, I never loved Sam Bradford. I never loved Jason White. I never loved Jackson Arnold. But Baker is the truth. Baker is the prick you want on your side in your locker room because they love that little prick. Not that little. I think he's 6'1", 220-ish. Maybe he lost a little weight, maybe 215-ish. It looks like he got in better shape this year. But all I hear is, oh, Patrick Mahomes is more... Well, he used to be. Hasn't been over the last 3 years. Josh Allen, yeah. He was against the Ravens. Now we look at what's happened to the Ravens defense. Obviously, they've gotten decimated by injuries. But, okay, I give you the Ravens on opening Sunday night. I give you that one. They're down 40-25. Although one of his passes to Kincaid tipped off his hands and got caught in the back of the end zone. Okay? I hear Matthew Stafford. I don't know how clutch Matthew looked on Thursday night against their division rival, decimated by injuries. I just can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait to talk about the magic man, Baker Mayfield, shake and bake, baby. God, the bigger the circumstance, the more likely he is to find somebody and whip it on a rope to them for a huge completion. Nobody's throwing it better than Baker Mayfield. I can't wait to see what his QBR is off this game when you go 29 of 33. This has got to be a 94. I don't know. He had one throwaway in that last touchdown drive that he intended to throw away. I don't know, maybe 98. I don't know if a quarterback can play better than I just watched Baker Mayfield play. And he topped it off. He cashed it in. He closed the deal with late clutchness, berserk late clutchness. I've never seen anything like him. There's nobody I would want with the ball in his hands in a game for my life right here, right now, than Baker Mayfield, who once walked on at Texas Tech and then walked on at the University of Oklahoma and became the first pick in the draft, which he should have been over Sam Darnold. Sam is going to get you every time. He's going to turn back into same old Sam. I'd say when you least expect it, but I always expect it. I told my daughter Hazel, she's right here at my feet right now, watching the game with me. I said, watch. Just watch what Sam Darnold does now. Pressure's on. Baker matched him, touche'd him. Can you top this him? Can you top it, Sam? Can you top it? Oh, I don't know. Todd Bowles, good call. Let's go after him. Interception. Levante David, sort of the LeBron of the NFL. He's still going very strong at his advanced age. God, I love what I just saw. The Bucs are 4-1. The Bucs are a factor in the NFC. With Philly losing, Detroit rising, I got it. But don't sleep on the Pricks team. Just don't. My money's on the prick.